Will the real defensive leader in Dallas please stand up? Will the real defensive leader in Dallas please stand up? And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like somebody done stood up by way of our newest addition to the defensive room, big defensive tackle, Quinnen Williams. Let's get right into exactly what Quinnen Williams said to the boys during halftime that apparently lit everyone's flame. Man, this is exactly what we needed, y'all. This is about to be a good week of content. I'm letting y'all know right now. Go ahead and subscribe, bro. Man, shut your up. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this one. Shout out to Foots for posting this clip right here. Let's listen to what Sam Williams had to say as it pertains to Quinnen Williams and his message to the locker room during halftime. And then I'm going to kind of go over the message that Wanye Thomas sent as well concerning this.
Down 21-0 going into the half. What was communicated at halftime by the defensive staff that let you guys know that you guys need to go out there and take care of business? And then what was you guys' mentality as a team defensively when you guys went out in the second half?
Again, Quinnen Williams, he stepped up. He talked.
Man.
He's like, man, I like it like this.
Yeah!
Take it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing give it to me. If it, like, I didn't get here by getting stuff given to me. So that turned up the whole defense. We broke it down before the coach even came out. Like,
damn!
It's just the words he was saying, it made my heart beat fast. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just brought the juice and energy. Like, I just felt it from the first play out. From the first play defense touched the field, we had that energy, and we did what we said we was going to do.
Hell yeah, y'all did, bro. Man, that's powerful. Hey, that might be the first time we've heard anybody, maybe since the D-Ware days or something, but that may be the first time we've heard any defensive player ever say anything similar to that. Say anything regarding the players themselves taking things into their own hands. They didn't need a message from the coach. They didn't need Shida to come in there and give a Jimmy Johnson speech, bro. The players were already ahead of it, and most importantly, the best player on our team is being the leader on that defense, bro. The best player on our defense is being the leader on that defense. And apparently, Sam Williams wasn't the only one motivated by this. Wanye Thomas said, Big Q said, let's go out there and take that shit. He said it gave me chills where I stood up, and I was playing. Then I forgot I ain't have pads on, so I sat my ass right back down. So that should let you know everybody in that locker room was ready to run through a wall after whatever Quinnen Williams finished saying. They was ready to run through a wall, bro. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. This has been the missing piece. This right here is the perfect opportunity to just talk about the psyche of the Dallas Cowboys and what it looked like. Because I'm going to tell y'all something, bro. That special teams play by Elijah Clark was the perfect, and I mean the perfect representation of what this entire game was for the Cowboys and what this season has been for the Cowboys so far, man. He got pushed down flat on his back early on into that play, got up, still got knocked off track a little bit more, and then was able to survey the situation and boom, lay that hat on that boy and cause a game-changing play to occur, bro. That is essentially what was going on with the Cowboys the whole entire game, bro. We got laid out flat on our back very early, 21-0. By the time the second quarter was halfway through, it was already down 21-0. So we got laid down on our back very early, bro. We got back up, got pushed off track a little bit with the Brandon Aubrey miss and the Dak interception and stuff. But guess what? We surveyed the field, scored that touchdown right before the half, cut it to a 14-point lead, and the defense came out under the motivation and leadership of Quinnen Williams, bro, and they did exactly what the hell they were supposed to do, bro. This right here was a growth game for me. This was one of those games where a coach is going to be able to point back to a year, 2, 3, 4 years down the line. And as long as he has some of those core guys still in place, bro, this team can grow from this. They can pull back from this situation, this moment, and they can continue to kind of motivate themselves to keep doing stuff like this, man. That's why we so damn happy right now. I mean, I hate that we got to be this happy. We 500, but that's why we so happy right now because, for one, that was undoubtedly the biggest game of the season right there. I mean, every game from now on is really going to be the biggest game of the season. But if you look at the schedule for the Cowboys, there's a way we could lose one more game and still make the playoffs via a wild card. We don't even have to try to make the playoffs via being the division winners, bro. We can actually still make the playoffs via a wild card. So there's a way you can still do that. But team showing this growth, the team showing the ability to fight back, the team showing that ability to be resilient through adversity is something that the Cowboys has not shown us thus far. And honestly, this is probably the most impressive win, I would have to say, in the Dak Prescott era. And the reason I say that, and yes, that's even beyond their perfect game against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to retire Tom in the playoffs. The reason I say that, though, is because how it looked and everything they had to overcome to win this game. Quite frankly, I think I feel better about them winning this type of game than I would have felt had they just come out and just flat out blown Philly out. Had they just come out there, made Philly look like they weren't ready to play, made Philly look like they weren't supposed to be on the same field with them, I would have felt better about this game happening, because then you could look and be like, well, damn, did Philly just have a really bad game or what's going on? But Philly came out. They were clicking. A.J. Brown was having the best game of the season so far. I still think he ended up with the best game of the season so far for himself. They came out clicking, bro. So there is no excuses. They have the best running back in the league. Their offensive line is still damn good, even without Lane Johnson out there, because they still have one of the best offensive line coaches in the league, bro. The defense was playing like one of the top defenses in the league. They are healthy. They just got guys back, and they just traded for guys. Jalen Phillips, I didn't even hear his name called, bro. So Philly had no excuse. They took a 21-point lead, and like Coach Shoddy said, we spotted them 21. And they were able to come back, even amidst all of their mistakes. And during the comeback, there were still some mistakes, bro. But, man, the defense showed up in a way, bro, where I'm going to be honest. This, to me, this performance from the defense has to make you take a step back and be like, all right, y'all, Matt Eberflus clearly has a hold on this thing. He clearly needed some players. You have to take a step back and be like, okay, Matt Eberflus clearly has an idea of where he wants to take this defense. He needed the guys on this roster to make it work. It's as simple as that, right? Maybe he isn't the leader that the defensive room needed. Maybe Quinnen Williams was more needed than we all thought, right? But from a play calling standpoint, from a X's and O's standpoint, from an adjustment standpoint, Matt Eberflus did his job yesterday. That was the best team in the NFL. They were going to score points. Score points. Regardless of what the offenses look like, they still have some of the most deadly weapons in the entire league. They were going to score points. But when it came down to it, everybody locked down, man. And a lot of that was in large part because of Matt Eberflus's adjustments. The defense just playing lights out. Everybody, there's not nearly as many busted coverages. When there are passes and catches, it's actually contested now. Guys were playing up from press man in situations where they should be playing press man. Bro, this was a damn good indicator of just the direction of the Cowboys franchise, regardless of how this season plays out. And I honestly believe, I'm going to say it like I said it last night, I done went to sleep and I still feel like that. Boy, don't let us make it into the playoffs. Do not let us make it into the playoffs. It's going to get real spooky out here in the NFC. Do not let the Cowboys get into the playoffs. I promise y'all, ain't nobody stopping me from saying we win in the Super Bowl. Ain't nobody. Y'all can be mad at me as much as y'all want. Ain't nobody stopping me from saying we win the Super Bowl, because I haven't seen the Cowboys team win a game like that, shit, in a very long time. In a very, very long time. Against one of the top teams in the league. I know we had a comeback against the Colts. We done had a few comebacks, but against one of the top teams in the league, we haven't seen that in a very long time. So, shout out to big Quinnen Williams. And once again, Quinnen Williams handled business. Quinnen Williams was in that backfield. He was destructive. And they absolutely locked Saquon Barkley down to the point where the Eagles, they just gave up trying to run the ball, y'all. So shout out to Big Quinnen. Shout out to Matt Eberflus. Shout out to Sam Williams for making another huge play. Sam has quietly put together a few really good weeks. Made another huge play. Shout out to the coaches. I mean, as much as we feel like we want to see the best players or the starters on the field all the time, man, Sam wouldn't have been in the game had they not been rotating those guys out and sticking to that plan and making sure they're rotating guys out, keeping guys fresh. Situational football. Sam Williams was in the game at the right time, and he made a play. So, man, very, very good stuff to hear. Love to hear Quinnen Williams being the leader that we so desperately need. And this is no shots at nobody. This is in all seriousness, man. All trolling and being petty aside, this has nothing to do with the people that aren't here anymore. But oh my goodness, we have been this. This is what everybody meant when they said we need a leader on defense. This is the type of stuff we meant right here. Either way, appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. How about them damn Cowboys, man? And how about them trash pictures?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Woo,